What's up, guys? This is Luke from Luke's Garage Gym for you guys a brand new video. And in today's video, I'm gonna do a garage gym review of this Vesta Fitness Ultimate Pro Series half rack functional trainer combo. Could this be a right fit for you guys in your home gym? Let's see and find out. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys, before we get started on the review of this Vesta Fitness piece, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to push this video across the world, baby. My name is Luke from Luke's Garage Gym. I do home gym reviews, tips, and tricks, show that you out there can get jacked in your home gym, baby. So today, I really am excited to talk and break down this Vesta Fitness half rack functional trainer combo because, oh my gosh, this thing is an absolute monster, a tank, a beast of equipment in Luke's Garage Gym. And I have been very blessed to work with numerous brands with squat racks, but nothing can compare to this piece because of two things: 3x3 11 gauge steel. Now you're thinking, Luke, isn't your Titan T3 series 11 gauge steel? Yeah, but it's a 2x3 where this 3x3 blows it, just anything I've ever experienced in the squat rack game out of the water because of just how well built this thing is. And it's commercial grade quality. And when I got this thing, sent to me, came off a semi in a giant crate. Fun fact, me and my dad, shout out to my dad if he still watches these videos, we had to drag it up the driveway, and we live in Illinois, it was ice. So we're literally slipping up and down the driveway trying to get this up, which I had a video for you guys. But you know what? For the gains and for something like this, we're going all out. If I have to slip 3 or 4 times to get this thing in the garage, whatever, because it's here, baby, and I'm excited. So again, what I want to do is start with some specs of this Vesta Fitness piece. So let's talk about some dimensions here. So if we look and notice, this is 93.5 inches tall by 44 inches wide with a depth of 52 inches. We take a look, so the front foot extensions go out 22 inches. The cross member width is 42.25 inches. And it's a 2x1 cable pulley ratio with 160-pound weight stack on each side with an adjustable cable functional trainer with laser cut holes and 1-inch holes. So just to talk about that real quick, a lot of people are always wondering about the hole sizes. So again, with the 3x3 11 gauge steel squat rack, 1-inch holes are very popular, and that's a nice thing to talk about later is attachments for this rack because it's universal for pretty much anything you want to attach to this for your rack. And it's really cool. It comes with numerous colors with this rack. So I went with the red because you kind of can tell I really didn't mean for this to happen, but I have a lot of red equipment, so you had to kind of, match the scheme of what you're going on. I think they had, red, white, clear coat, and they have black. So whatever your needs are, whatever you guys want to have for that, and it looks super slick, and it just stands out and it pops, which, I absolutely love it, and I am, guys, I am just blown away. So I want to talk about the cable pulley system and the weight stacks on each side. So there's a 160-pound weight stack on each side that this rack has to offer for this functional trainer combination to the half rack. Also, too, keep in mind this is a 2-to-1 ratio. So again, if you have 160 on this stack right here and you're just using one handle, it feels like half that weight. But again, if you have both handles with 160 on each side, that'll actually feel like the weight that you're pulling. And a lot of people have a lot of questions about that, so that is what this rack has to offer. Also, too, there's multiple adjustments throughout the upright here, so you can also, it's nice, you can label if you want. A lot of people like labeling different movements, and with these laser cut numbers, it's nice to know where you're at if you're wanting to do that. Also, too, it has this knurling here for when you're adjusting up and down, which is pretty slick. I've never seen anything like that. Super fancy by Vesta Fitness. I see you guys. So, you get that grip when you're adjusting up and down for whatever exercise you're wanting to do. And this is a game changer. Aluminum pulleys for the cable work. Aluminum pulleys make a massive difference in how smooth the cables feel. And these cables are well designed to take up a lot of tension when you're doing your exercises, along with just the aluminum this has to offer. It's literally so quiet, so smooth. It's nothing that I've ever experienced in a home gym piece, you know, compared to the other racks I have, because they use plastic for their pulley wheels, and it's not the same. It's cheaper, which I get it, but you know, adding these aluminum pulleys, wheels to this aspect makes a massive difference when you're doing your cable work. So something else to talk about too, guys, is the pull-up bar. So this pull-up bar is curved. It also has some knurling on it too for better grip, you know, for whatever angle you are going to put your hands for your pull-up or chin-ups, your wide grip, etc. needs. And the curve is probably just more of to prevent injury as compared to using a straight bar full of pull-up bar, which, you know, it is a little bit taller with the 93.5, which pretty much 94 inch. So if you're a little bit shorter, you might have to jump up or use like a step stool or something like that to get up to do your pull-ups. But again, it is very well constructed. And something else to mention too, sturdiness. Okay, well, first of all, with the 160-pound stack on each side and the 3x3, you know, 11 gauge steel, this thing already pretty much is not moving. But again, I noticed there are holes down here in the uprights at the bottom to where you could put some concrete bolts and bolt this to the ground, but I personally don't feel like sturdiness is an issue with this. This thing is literally built like a tank. Super solid. So what I want to do is talk about some accessories that this comes with when you buy the rack, and then we'll talk about things you can get separate with the rack. So it comes with these two spotter arms for obviously the front of the rack for your half rack, because again, you cannot use the inside of the rack because it's only a half rack. The inside of the rack is obviously for your functional trainer, and these things are very well built. There's a pin here as well in the back to make sure these are super secure when you're doing your squats or bench or powerlifting movements in the front of the rack. Also too, you have your J-cups right here, which are very well designed. Easily the nicest J-cups I've ever gotten with the squat rack. So if you're someone looking to squat or bench super heavy, these are gonna keep you safe. Along with too, on the back, you got a barbell holder. I'm an idiot and I put my weight horns on the outside shown over here. So I had to put my barbell holder on the back side. So I pretty much could not get it unless it's where it is right now. So I just have my crowbar there. But again, these weight horns we'll talk about in a second, I didn't want them on the back side because it's hard to maneuver in and out with the wall there. Also too, it comes with these D handles right here for your functional trainer, which has got a decent looking grip here when you're doing your different, you know, chest flies, or, you know, you can do like a lat, etc. with that. Something else to mention too, guys, you get these foot extensions here on the front of the rack, which can be utilized for attachments like this right here, which this foot plate is sold separately, which I'll plug the price on the side for you guys, which is cool. It just hooks into one of the holes here, so you can do your low rows, etc. with the foot plate. Also sold separately is your weight horns. So I have, you know, 4 weight horns here put on the side, so you can slide your weight on either side you want. And these things are tacked on with massive bolts, which again, just to mention that the bolts on this rack were huge. Never experienced anything like that. Had to go on the Lowe's and get a giant wrench. People thought I was nuts. I'm like, you should see the thing I'm putting together. Never seen anything like that. So you know those bolts are big. You know this thing is built like a beast. I know, getting sidetracked. Also too, sold separately is this lat pull down seat and leg holder, which is really, really nice. This is gonna be, you know, the foundation of your home gym. I would suggest getting something like this. Again, I'm plugging all the prices on the side for you guys if you're interested in getting this sold separately, if this is something you wanna buy for your home gym. Also too, which is really nice, because obviously if you're wanting to do stuff, you know, lat pull downs, etc. on one side, you're gonna need some sort of, you know, weight pin extender to add more weight on each side, because if you put 160, that's only half the weight. That's not gonna be enough for certain movements like a lat pull down. So over here, you can utilize this. You can stack a couple plates on each side so that you're getting the best workout experience and you're pushing yourself to limit with more weight using that weight pin extender. So I plugged the price as I was talking about the specs of this piece of equipment. But again, if you're interested in something like this, this is about $2,800. But then if you want to buy the other accessories, you know, you're looking at over $3,000. But again, if you're someone out there for that buy once, cry once piece of equipment, a 3x3 11 gauge steel squat rack from Vesta Fitness could be something that could be a good fit for you guys out there. And also too, I just want to talk about, they do offer free shipping, which is a huge win. So, because shipping can get really expensive with how heavy this can be. They also have warranties offered as well. So what I want to do, guys, is I want to put this into action, just demonstrate for you guys, just doing some things with the lat pull down seat, something with the low row, maybe doing a couple movements in the front here, maybe like a bench and squat, and utilizing more of the functional trainer aspect with both cables here, and then kind of talk some pros and cons of this piece, and then just tell you if I really do think, is this worth it for people out there in the home gym. Let's first talk about the pros of this Vesta Fitness all-in-one training system with the functional trainer inside with the half rack on the outside. First of all, 3x3 11 gauge steel is a massive pro. It is built like a tank, going to last you hopefully a lifetime with that gauge of steel and the 3x3 this has to offer. Also too, what is really nice is it offers 1-inch holes. Okay, 1-inch holes are pretty much, they are universal for so many rack attachments out there, ranging from like, bulletproof isolator, for example. Looking at it right now, that is a staple to my home gym journey, which would fit perfectly fine on this piece of equipment. And a lot of companies mainly do 5/8 to 1-inch holes for their rack attachments. So that's a huge, huge component, especially like Rogue, Rep, etc. Also too, just the fact that you have a 160-pound weight stack on each side, which is pretty much plenty weight for most people, but it's nice to have to offer is this weight pin if you're looking to amp up your weight with the cable pulley system. Also too, the spotter arms and the J-cups are well constructed to where I felt safe. 2 plates, I was like, geez, my squat 900 pounds, I felt safe, secure, and I was actually resting the bar on the spotter arms to push myself up. I do that sometimes just to make sure I get the most depth possible. Felt very safe doing that. I also like they have the extra accessories to add to the rack to make it the centerpiece of your gym. And I also like they offer different colors to whatever matches your gym scheme. 2 other pros to mention too, guys, is I mentioned too, the laser cut numbers are really nice to label, where you want to bench, where you want to squat, so that you know exactly where you have to go, because I know a lot of guys out there use like a marker to mark this or tape. With these laser cut numbers, you don't have to worry about that. And also the pulley systems. The high tensile cables along with aluminum pulley wheels make it a smooth, quiet feel, which is huge, huge aspect of this piece that I absolutely love. Because you know me, I've always wanted functional trainer in my gym, and having those aluminum pulleys with the high tensile cable makes this an absolute home run. So now I know talking cons, because I don't have a ton of cons, but number one, the instructions. Now, this is on me for not taking a picture of this, but they were really confusing. And they offer a video to kind of walk us through this, but it was too fast to where I had to pause a lot to try to figure it out, where something they could do is do like a step-by-step slow instructional video, because I know videos are a lot better for most people compared to looking at a piece of paper. That's me, but some people don't mind the paper, but the paper had like 3 diagrams to figure this out, and I was just like, I'm not, a genius when it comes to putting together equipment. So that was very difficult for me and my buddy out there. Shout out to my boy for helping me put this together. And something else too is the height. If you notice, yeah, I had to drill into my ceiling to get this to fit. It says 93.5. My ceiling is 94, so I'm like, oh yeah, it'll fit. Sure did not. So it's drilled into the ceiling. But they have mentioned they are going to offer a shorter height rack with this type of rack. I want to say they said 86 inches, which again, adds that eventually as a pro for this piece. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this piece from Vesta Fitness. Is it like, Luke, I don't know about this, or Luke, this thing's a beast. I need this in my gym. Let me know in the comments, because I highly, highly recommend checking out Vesta Fitness and what they have to offer in the squat rack and combination game, because I am thoroughly impressed. You know, I've done a lot of reviews of more budget brands, which I'm not knocking them. Okay, a lot of people cannot afford over $3,000 for a centerpiece of their gym. They just can't, okay? So they have a budget. But this is something, if you're willing to spend a little bit extra money to get something that is stable, secure, a beast, I highly recommend this in the home gym. So again, let me know in the comments what you think. And if you are to buy from Vesta Fitness, this rack or anything from them, please consider using my affiliate link in my website in the description. I get a kickback, which really helps me to just motivate me, drive me to continue making content and continue working with Vesta Fitness, because they sent this to me to make a review, and I am just so blessed to have companies send me something this nice for my gym. So shout out to Vesta Fitness for sending this review for me to review for you guys. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys soon next week for another video. Pumping content out weekly to keep you guys going with the garage gym reviews. But yeah, this is Luke for Luke's Garage Gym. See you guys later.